A small demonstration of the third eye before entering into the Akashic readings to have our Akashic culture. So, in today's demonstration, we are going to show you a few other powers, which are all described in the Agamas by Sadashiva. So, the Agamas are a life manual, complete work of Sadashiva, written by him and given to us so that we all can follow and live our life happily and peacefully in complete integrity. So, in those Agamas, Sadashiva has written around 460 powers, which every single human being can express in his or her life. So, Swamiji is taking out all of those powers and giving it to all of us as a gift through initiation. So, initiation is a transfer of spiritual energy by the master to a disciple by a word, touch, or given look. So, and usually enlightened beings express these powers, but because one is incarnation, not only does he express it, he gives it to all of us too. So, once the initiation of third eye has been given, there are various different kinds of powers that are expressed. And alongside the powers, there are also other things which make a human very, very happy. So, for example, he becomes more intelligent, he becomes more emotionally stable, his health becomes better, he is able to make what he wants a reality, he perceives the big picture of life. In a way, they are literally becoming a new person itself. So third eye awakening has various good benefits to a person which cannot be imagined normally. It is if someone asks how will life be after the awakening, it is like a blind man asking how will my life be after I get sight. It can't be described. It can only be experienced. So now we'll get into the demonstration. But before getting into the demonstration, I would like to clarify two things. First thing I would like to clarify, we might have heard of siddhis, which are also extraordinary powers. But these all are not siddhis. Because siddhis are the powers expressed when you're on the path to enlightenment and a side effect, a side track. Everything which expresses are called siddhis. But what we are demonstrating now, they are shaktis. Because they all express from the space of oneness. Understand these are not taken out of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the Yogi Patanjali's tradition, is taken to Sadashiva's tradition. So the very base itself is completely different. So the powers we express from the Sadashiva's tradition only strengthen your path to the enlightenment and help you move towards the ultimate experience. So the second thing I would like to clarify is also that we have might also seen this all things outside, this reading without the eyes and all of this, under the name of midbrain activation. Well, this is not midbrain activation. Because under midbrain activation, only midbrain is awake. And over scientific research, it also proves that it makes a person more dull and the kids don't like truth also. And it doesn't mean extraordinary power. It is just the same using other four senses with the eye to perceive and see things. But third eye awakening is whole brain activation. It does not involve light or it does not involve any senses. It's completely beyond our senses. We're also working with doctors and researchers actively to scientifically prove what is going on in third eye gets awakened. As of now, we have tested this in a completely dark room, which shows that there's no possibility, there's nothing seen. It's completely dark room where you can't take you off the front of you, that dark. That also the kids have been able to read. So this proves there is no involvement of light in anything like this. So now we can begin the demonstration. So the demonstration, for the demonstration we can use the fly gun, which is having plastic on one side and sponge with two holes on another. And it also has a readjustable strap. So when a person wears fly gun, what happens is that the eyes stick into the holes. And when you tighten the eye strap, the whole eyeball becomes completely tight. So the sponge starts sticking to the skin. So when the eyeball is worn like this, there is no possibility of anything being seen. It will become completely dark. So now for a demonstration, I would like to invite a volunteer. Anyone? Yes. So yeah, as you can see, eyeball, it's a long eyeball. So please buy it and check. Are you able to see it? Please loosen the strap. Is she right right now? Is anything seen?
Is anything seen?
No. So it's completely dark.
What is it?
It's completely dark, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now remove your eyeband and put on the eyeband ring. You can put it on ring. Any way you feel it's good.
So,
So there's no more possible? Yes. Yes. So there's no more available. So now you can take the iPad, the bag, and you can write whatever you want. Yes, so I've written what you want, right? You can give it to me. Tranquil. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Yes, you can try it now. So as you're able to see, I was able to tell what he wrote, even without actually even seeing him, without actually seeing it through both of my physical eyes. I was able to do it through my third eye. So this power is also a power that happens after initiation. So for the next power demonstration, I would like to invite one more volunteer. Yes, please come. Okay. So so one thing I would like to emphasize when we're doing third eye reading is that nothing when we are doing it, we are doing it. It is Swamiji is flowing through us. Whenever we close our eyes, whatever is shown to us, it will be there. Because Swamiji gives the power to us as a gift, he just flows through us and radiates through us. So we have nothing to do, we don't need to do anything. Just close our eyes, whatever Swamiji shows, we just tell it out. So whether it's the reading or what you're going to show or the Akashic reading, everything is just what is shown to us, we read it out. So we have nothing to do. So the next point we want to demonstrate is about our body scanner. Like how whenever we get a medical issue, we go to the doctor diagnoses us and prescribes a particular medicine for us. Same way, we are able to scan a person's body, diagnose them, but not prescribe medicine, but completely heal them of the disease. So that also one more power we expressing. So yeah, we have a medical issue. Okay. So please write down the issue you have. As of now, we're showing you the demonstration. But if any of you actually want to get your body scanned and healed, we have places where we are offering these powers as programs, short programs. So you can talk it out with the local center coordinator and we can arrange one of those programs for you. So have you written the problem?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I feel that you're having a problem with the liver. There's a problem with the liver. You have
Indigestion.
yes, indigestion issues.
Yes.
You're facing a problem with the liver over here. And apart from that, there's a problem with the lower stomach.
Yes.
And then you have there is but you have lots of time you face the problem with your knee.
In my childhood,
Yes,
yes,
you
yes.
have a problem with the
In
knee.
childhood, yes, yes.
And I feel that new problems are erupting that you very soon will be seeing that you have a sharp throat pain over here. So please watch out for that. I feel it's
Yes, yes.
erupting slowly. As of now it's very small, but please take care.
Please heal that also. Resolve problem.
Then it will be healed.
Thank you. And I have one problem, cervical spondylitis, but Swamiji has given blessing to heal it.
Yes. So if Swamiji has given you all blessings for you healing any issue, it will be completely healed.
Okay.
So don't worry about it.
Please clean this all health issues.
It will be healed.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
as you are all able to see,
As of now, my this hand is tingling, like tingling.
it will be healed. So as you all are able to see, I was able to diagnose him and tell him what the issue was about the indigestion problem which he had, without even like knowing him or using any medical instruments. So this is also one of our purposes, Swamiji. And I would like to re-emphasize again that nothing we do here is like something we are doing. Everything the Swamiji shows us, we just tell it out. So even the Akashic readings, whatever is shown to us, we just give it out. So now we can go on to the stage of Akashic readings. But before going on to the stage, we would like to request you all to leave your bags, papers, cell phones, everything on the down here on the table kept as nothing is allowed. Even if your question is written on paper, please leave it down as no paper is allowed. When you go up on stage, your consent forms will be collected. And if any parents are admitting their kids into Gurukul, you can stay back after the Akashic readings. We will have the meeting. Okay, thank you, Nityananda.
Comments சொல்லிட்டாங்க. சொல்ல மாட்டியா? Nityanandam, I welcome all of you for this live telecast of Akashic readings and more about the Shaktis. Welcome all of you with my love and respect. Akashic readings are the cosmic records, cosmic archives about whatever is happening, happened, happening, and going to happen. It is a record of all these informations. Whatever we are visualizing, whatever we are verbalizing, whatever we speak, whatever we act, and whatever is the surrounding, and what kind of surrounding we are having, what type of thought current we are having, and what is the way how we are feeling about ourselves, everything end to end, and what is the solution for whatever problems that you have, everything end to end is recorded in the form of cosmic archives, in the form of Akashic records. So these can be accessed. These can be accessed only when you are in that space of Sadashiva, when that Sadashivatva is there in you. And right now, in this planet Earth, at this very moment, we have so many balasans of Nityananda Gurukul, who are having this Shakti of accessing these Akashic records and revealing them through their bodies. People just gather a flock here just to have their Akashic readings about, then to know the information about their past, present, and future. Whatever questions they have, they come and ask here, and the Balasans just answer them. Just see the answers in the Akashic records and just answer them. Actually, all these Akashic records will be revealed in the form of golden letters. They connect this whole session, commences with the Guru Puja, so that the connection between the disciple and the master is established. See, whatever ultimately any power that you need to manifest, you need to have that feeling connection with your Guru, the integrity with your Guru. Only when the integrity is there, you will be able to manifest the powers. Otherwise, whatever you manifest might just be siddhis. See, there are two main things that you need to understand. One is siddhis and the other is shaktis. Siddhis are the things the powers that you achieve when you are traveling in the path of enlightenment. Whereas Shaktis can be achieved when you start realizing your enlightenment. Please listen, understand, there's a very big difference in this. Traveling in the path of enlightenment and realizing your enlightenment means in the space of Shaktis, you are already Sadashiva, you just need to realize it. And whereas in the space of Siddhis, you have to go and you have to do something to achieve that space of Sadashiva. So these siddhis will not be permanent. You will achieve it and then you will lose it because they're just on the path you're achieving them. Whereas when you are in this Shaktis, they're eternal. You will have them forever. When until the time the integrity with you and Sadashiva is there, you will be manifesting it. You'll each time you manifest these Shaktis, you'll get into more and more and more love with yourself, and you'll just look into yourself more, and new dimensions will be manifested through you. So this is a major difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. So all of us, what Swamiji has initiated all of us into are Shaktis. These Shaktis are very powerful and can be manifested only when you are having that feeling connection, the integrity with the Master. This integrity with the Master, I'm not talking about, when I'm telling feeling connection, I'm not telling go offer few flowers and just go do some puja to him and just go down to him, pray to him from the space of the two, from very poor victim face, and just pray to him. And once you pray, that's all, leave it and go do whatever you want. No, that is not feeling connection. That is pure hypocrisy. Whereas when the feeling connection, the real feeling connection, is when you are having the integrity with the Guru. See, if you are watching this video, if you are listening to this, if you are having the opportunity to even listen to this truth, that means you are having the possibility in you. The cosmos has given a call to you. The cosmos is there waiting to express through you.
Yes.
That whole science is there within you. It just needs to be awakened now. It's just one decision of yours which you need to take and just to awaken it. So that is why you're even getting a time or getting the space to listen to this truth.
Can you repeat the question?
Otherwise, there are tons of people out there, your own friends are there who don't even know about Master, who don't even have a Guru in their life. You are blessed that you even know Swamiji, you even have an introduction about Swamiji to you. You even come to know even one information about him. You just see his photo, you'll know. You just see him once. The sudden shift within you, the way you start feeling inside, be completely different. You might watch anyone's picture, you might see anyone else's picture, but just see one picture of Swamiji, then I challenge you, the space that you are in will be completely different. Because the moment you see him itself, the connection starts happening. And to make that connection strong, you need integrity. Because the Balasans are in integrity with Swamiji, due to that integrity, the power starts manifesting through them. So integrity is very, very, very important. When you're in integrity, that means you're in complete alignment with whatever Swamiji wants. However your Guru wants, you just align yourself to that and start living it. So that is what is the integrity that you need to carry. When that integrity is there, simply the Shakti start manifesting. You can have a look how many people are just waiting and how the kids are all manifesting these powers.
What is he?
Just see amount of people who are waiting, the way how these kids carry themselves. So much of powerfulness.
Yes.
I have three questions. The first one is this my first birth?
Just see the way they carry themselves.
Within next 2 years.
So many people from online cities. So many people. so many online cities, so many people just come here just to have their Akashic readings read.
The third question is to go to Sarashivoha Maya already say, but I don't have the time. Should I ask for permission or just wait the
The best gift that anyone can get is having the right inner image. And especially when you start manifesting these Shaktis, the inner image in you will just become so powerful. The Palasans just connect with Swamiji and just have their Akashic readings revealed. They connect to Swamiji's Murti and see through their third eye, and the golden letters, the answers for whatever questions they ask, will appear as golden letters, which can be seen only through your third eye. Please understand, it can be seen only through the third eye. Only through the power of your third eye, you'll be able to see that. And they see through their third eye and reveal those answers. And when they're doing this, when they're able to see these, then automatically the way they feel about themselves, how they feel about themselves, their existence, everything just shoots up so high.
No, feel peacefully like walking. Just 3 days before your flight, ask me for
I am having too much self-doubt now whether I will go or not. Doctor, everything will align for you.
You can just see each Palasant, how they connect to Swamiji, and they just read the whole Akashic records.
Maybe I'm not going to go. I don't know. Maybe it's not for me. Some things just keep running in your head.